18-year-olds.
They both have 109 career victories at Michigan State. Daniels, first down slip screen is caught by Brandon Pierce, who is gang tackled at the 30-yard line after a gain of 5. That's Kyle Williams, not Pierce. Kyle Williams on the catch at the 30. And it's a gain of 5 yards, setting up 2nd and 5. Arizona State has all 3 of its timeouts remaining. 2 receivers set up to either side of the formation on 2nd down and 5 from the ASU 30. As Daniels on 2nd down, pressured, shovels it to Benjamin. Eno makes the catch and has got a first down, I believe, at the 35-yard line. Needed 5, got 5 on the shovel pass.
Nice thing is to stop the clock right there. They'll move the chains. Ethan Long is coming in. Anytime Ethan Long comes in, you got to be aware of the unexpected. He has the ability to touch the ball. He also has tremendous ability. He's a backup quarterback, so don't be surprised they don't try to get to him. Let him throw something too.
He's lined up as a slot left is Long. 2 receivers to either side. 1st and 10. Now Long goes in motion left to right. Line of scrimmage, the ASU 35-yard line. Daniels back to throw, going deep for Ayuk, and he makes the catch at the 30, and Ayuk is out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Brandon Ayuk got a step on cornerback Josh Butler and makes the biggest play of the day for the Sun Devils, who are now down to the Michigan State 25-yard line with 2:23 remaining.
Michigan State's lucky that ball didn't go for a touchdown. It was a hitch and go. Ball a little bit wide, forced Ayuk to slow down and then get wide. He ran out of bounds. That could have easily been a touchdown.
A 40-yard pickup, 1st and 10. Daniels throws a slip screen to Ayuk, makes the catch, but is tackled inside the 25-yard line at the 23. A pickup of just 2 on the play as Naquan Jones, another one of those big defensive linemen, makes the stop for the Spartans.
I tell you, their defensive line has done a good job of really attacking the wide receivers on those little inside receiver slip screens.
Under 2 minutes to play, clock ticking. Sun Devils 23 yards away from a possible go-ahead touchdown. Trailing 7-3. 2nd down and 8. There's the snap. Daniels back to pass. Steps up, delivers, and it's dropped by Ayuk on a crossing pattern at the 20 with cornerback Josh Butler on him.
Man-to-man look. They had Ayuk on the crosser. Good throw by Jaden Daniels. Nice soft throw, and Ayuk just thinking about trying to run with it before he caught it. Hey, you're definitely in 2-down territory, no doubt about it.
Yes.
1:28 left. You got 3rd and 7. Sun Devils have 2 timeouts left. The advantage of the incomplete pass, though, is it did stop the clock right there.
Wide receiver Jordan Curley, true freshman, is in there, and now I think...
No, that's not good. We had to use a timeout to get a play in. That's not good at all.
Their first of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
The Devils use a timeout with 1:28 to go. They still have 2 remaining, and Jordan Simone, things starting to get really interesting now, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's very tense down here on the sideline. I kind of like that timeout call. You got 1:28. This is a big 3rd down. You got 3rd down here in, 8? And so, yeah, they're talking upstairs to Rob Likens right now. They're trying to dial up something.
They had about 9 on the play clock, so... you don't want to rush the call. That's the advantage of the timeout in that situation. And, from an offensive coordinator perspective, when you call the 2nd down play, you're thinking you're going to get, at least 4 or 5 yards. So you're thinking not in 3rd and 8, you're thinking in 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4. Incomplete pass has, now you're like, oh, dang it, all right, what do we want to go to now?
What would you like here, Raaphorst?
I'm not sure if you don't take the young quarterback. We haven't rolled him out at all. He's a right-hander. I don't know if you get him out of the pocket. He's had a lot of duress. I think Michigan State's going to set back in that cover 2 shell, keep everything in front of them.
They line up Ayuk in the backfield with Daniels and Benjamin. And now motion Ayuk out of the backfield on 3rd and 8 as Daniels looking to throw, now fires over the middle, incomplete, intended for Ryan Newsom inside the 10-yard line. Xavier Henderson among those defending on the play for Michigan State. And so now it's come down to this for ASU. 1:23 remaining, 4th down and 8 at the 23 of the Spartans. The Devils need to get to the 15 for a first down.
And if you're ASU, you're thinking Ayuk, right? But if you're Michigan State, conversely, you're thinking there's no way that Brandon Ayuk is he's gonna be in that scenario.
Arizona State, their second of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Kyle Williams on the day, 6 catches, 49 yards. Brandon Ayuk, 5 catches, 64 yards. Jaden Daniels, I think, has done very, very well. 15 of 25, only 140 yards. But, this is a big-time defensive group. That was great coverage.
Correction,
right there.
Be a full timeout.
And Jaden Daniels has yet to throw an interception this season.
No, you had to do that. Well, you know what? Really, in this situation, the one thing Jaden can't do is take a sack. No matter what happens, just throw it, get the ball downfield somewhere. Maybe you get pass interference, maybe it gets tipped and you bounce around and catch it. But in my opinion, the ball's got to go at least 8 yards. What I hate is, when you throw the swing route when you need 8. And, try to get that thing to 8. Bigger question is not so much the play, it's what do you think you can block schematically, right? How are you going to slide your offensive line to give him a little bit of time? Tommy Hudson, the tight end, does not have a catch yet on the day. And it'll be interesting to see where they go with this football. Frank Darby, only 1 catch, 9 yards. Brandon Pierce, 1 catch, 7 yards.
Jordan Curley has not caught one today, but the freshman from Austin, Texas is in there now. Split wide to the left.
Ayuk is in the slot left, so they're going to match him up. He should get a kind of a linebacker match. Now the safety's coming over the top.
You have Kyle Williams and Frank Darby on the right. 4th and 8 from the 23. There's the snap. Daniels false start. Flag is down.
It's going to be on ASU, a 5-yard penalty.
False start. Offense number 5. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
Not often you get a false start on the quarterback.
I really think ASU's done a pretty good job just to be in this situation. 1:23 left on the road with all the young kids they play. Give your guys a chance. This will be interesting, though, to see how they're going to block it. How are you going to hold up enough? You might be able to pop somebody down the middle of the field. If they give you a cover 2 shell, I've seen Michigan State run some Tampa 2, which means Bocce, the middle linebacker, is going to try to get deep down the middle of the field.
Timeout. Michigan State, their second of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
So Michigan State calls time. It's 1:23 remaining. It's a 4th and 13 the Devils are facing at the Spartan 28-yard line. A 40-yard Daniels to Ayuk completion set this possession up as the Sun Devils try to get a play that could give them the lead in the waning seconds for the second straight year against Michigan State. Of course, last year they never led that ball game till they kicked a field goal on the final play to beat Michigan State 16-13 in Tempe. And on a much cooler day here in East Lansing, Michigan, what a ball game it's been. The Sun Devil defense has been terrific. Michigan State has outgained the Sun Devils 368 yards to 188. But ASU has battled. They were heavy underdogs. A lot of the national prognosticators thought they'd get blown out today. That did not happen. Can they get a play to win it? 3 receivers now lined up to the left. Curley, Ayuk, and Williams. Darby, the lone receiver, to the right. Daniels in the shotgun. Eno Benjamin to his left. And now another timeout burned by Michigan State.
Their 3rd and final timeout of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Mark D'Antonio doing all he can to make sure that he passes Duffy Daugherty today as Michigan State's all-time winningest coach, both with 109 victories. Daugherty coached here from 1954 to 72. And, of course, a lot of people have to forget the fact that the greatest Sun Devil of all time, the late coach Frank Kush, played here at Michigan State and in fact was a Michigan State Hall of Famer. We went to the Hall of Fame Cafe, the Spartan Hall of Fame Cafe, for dinner last night on campus. Great place. Lots of memorabilia, including floor tiles that honor all the Michigan State sports All-Americans and Hall of Famers, and Frank Kush has one of those panels on the floor of that building.
Well, it's a tough situation for Rob Likens. Do you come out in the same formation, or do you go something different? He's already had to adjust twice with these timeouts. He went back with the same formation. trips into the boundary. The ball's on the left hash, trips into the boundary left. Single receiver outside. Middle of the field's going to be the one spot, but they've got 5 DBs, cover 3, double cloud press.
Now Kyle Williams motions from left to right. There's the snap. Daniels drops back. He'll take off and run. Daniels to the 20, to the 15, and he's out of bounds with a first down. Inside the 15-yard line to the 13. Boy, Jaden Daniels dropped back to pass, and the seas parted, and there was a lot of room up the middle of the field. And Daniels, with a huge conversion, gets the first down, and the Devils are still alive with 1:16 to go. Still with one timeout, I should say.
Spartans are out of timeouts. They just want the game to be over at this point. Eno Benjamin did a nice job of turning in from a receiver target to a blocker for that time for Jaden Daniel.
1st and 10 from the Michigan State 13 as again Benjamin goes up and whispers in the ear of center Cole Cabral. Kyle Williams motions left to right. Daniels back to pass, sets up, pressure coming. Daniels scrambles away to his right. He's got some room. Daniels to the 10, and he runs out of bounds inside the 10-yard line at the 8. Stopping the clock with 1:07 to go as he picks up 5 yards and stops the clock. And the Devils are knocking on the door for a possible go-ahead touchdown in the final minute.
I love having our mic. We can hear Jordan. Fans can't hear him. But Jaden Daniels starts to run, and I hear this, go, 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 go. I got Jordan cheering on the group. Jordan, how you doing? How's your heart rate down there?
I can't talk to you guys right now, man. Can't.
2 receivers right, 2 left, single back.
2nd down and 5. Daniels to throw for the end zone, and the ball is incomplete, intended for Frank Darby. Broken up on the play. Josiah Scott was back there defending, as was Xavier Henderson.
Good pass
for Michigan
protection.
State.
That ball hits Frank in the chest. Ball got through his hands. Pretty good job by the defensive back, though, getting his right hand in there and jarring that ball free.
The Devils do have 1 timeout remaining. It's 3rd and 5. They still can get a first down without getting a touchdown.
A lot of confusion right here on this personnel group.
There sure is.
There's a lot of time coming off the clock. 6 on the play clock, down to 4.
And now, just as the ball is snapped, I think Arizona State burned its last timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State, their 3rd and final timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
They had real trouble getting the... Let's go down to you, Jordan. I mean, it looked like they had trouble with the personnel grouping on that.
Yeah, I think they're just, when the coach is calling the play and he's thinking about which play he wants to call, there's a personnel already standing out on the field. So say right there it was 12 personnel, one back, 2 tight ends, and then he wants to run an 11 personnel play call. They've got to switch out everybody, and it just causes some confusion.
Interesting when you watch the play being flagged in, a lot of different coaches and players flagging in or telling their personnel group what to do. Pretty good use of the timeout right there. You got 3rd and goal, ball's on the 7 or 8 yard line. If you're Michigan State, you got to be careful because you got a mobile quarterback there too. And Jaden's got to switch his mindset up now, though. He's always gotten down. He's always slid, went out of bounds.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys, this is the time you may have to
big boy runs.
You may have to you may have to put big boy pants on, and you're not going to bowl anybody over, but you have to go over the top, or Manny Wilkins might have just hurdled him.
Ayuk and Williams split to the left side. Darby to the right, compressed close to the formation. 3rd and 5 from the 8. Now Darby motions to the left. Daniels looking to throw, looks left. Now he'll run right, running to the 10, to the 5, and Jaden Daniels is out of bounds with a first down at the 2. And the clock stops with 57 seconds remaining. They'll mark him at the 1 yard line. Holy moly, what a finish we're in for here.
I wonder if they're going to put I wonder if they put him under center right here and try a direct snap. See what they do.
Keep in mind the Devils now out of timeouts. 57 seconds remaining. 1st and goal.
Ayuk's got man-to-man to the left. There's nobody to brand inside.
Williams, high snap. Handoff to Benjamin. Benjamin stretching for the goal line. And is he in there? He stretched the ball toward the goal line. Did he get in?
No, he's short.
The Sun Devils say he did. The official
Touchdown!
Now the officials say he did as well. Touchdown.
The ruling on the
Arizona
field is a
State.
touchdown.
With 50 seconds remaining, Benjamin stretching the ball outward.
The
with
ruling
his
on the
hand.
field is a fumble recovered by the offense in the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow.
That ball.
That ball came out of there.
No, Eno reached out with his right hand, had his hand on
Previous
top of
play
the
is now
ball.
under replay review.
As he's going down, he reaches out with his right hand, puts it on the ground. As soon as his hand's on the ground, his knee's on the ground, that's a touchdown. All right, let's go back. Sean Crespin, what say you?
You can see him stretch out, and he does an amazing job of keeping his knees off the ground. And that ball, when he puts it on the ground, is touching that goal line. That's a touchdown. That's 6 for the Devils.
Come here, David Tan. You traveled all these games right here. One thing you haven't gotten before. I want everybody to know the great David Tan. Call this, David. What do you got?
It's clearly a touchdown. He's stretching out over the goal line, puts it on the goal line, loses it.
Much emotion there, DT. You know, I know you're kind of got that mentality of, yeah, it's just a touchdown. Any way you cut it,
You
Rapper.
woke David up.
I know.
Made him broadcast.
Cheryl is like, wait, what's going on? I love it.
They're still looking at the video. Mark Duddy, the referee, is on the headsets.
I'll tell you, the booth to our left is the Michigan State guys, and even they're putting their hands up like touchdowns.
The replay official is a name familiar to a lot of us from the Pac-12, Jim Fogeltans, longtime Pac-12 official. He is the replay official this afternoon here in East Lansing. Eno Benjamin got the call, pushed toward the goal line. As he's about to go down, reached outward, extended his hand with the ball in it, outward toward the goal line, touched it on the goal line before his knees hit, it so appears.
I think
and now here's Mark Duddy to tell us.
After review, the runner extended the ball over the goal line. Touchdown.
And there you have it. With 50 seconds remaining, the Sun Devils have taken the lead at 9-7. And Christian Zendejas now to attempt a huge extra point.
Yeah, let's not forget this right here, boys. There's still 50 seconds left. Good news is Michigan State, though, is out of timeouts. They burned everything. But our kickoffs have not been real strong either.
Kevin Macias, the holder. Zendejas' extra point is good.